Hi, this is Katie did, and I saw the My Creativity series that Samba Art did, and I am planning on making a manga, although I doubt it'll get published. And I did poses of my characters in chibi form, and uh, from the left to the right, it's David, Landon, Iliana, and Cameron, and I'm gonna be finishing those while I talk. Um, I have to pull up something else so I can look at it because I forget exactly how Landon looks unless I look at a picture because his hair is crazy. You'll know what I mean if you look at my DeviantArt. Um, my story is about this guy named Landon, and, well, it's about the rest too, but it starts with him because he gets in trouble for vandalism, and he goes to court, and he would have been probably in some sort of like juvenile detention center or something. Or no, he's not a juvenile anymore. He would probably be in jail. But his friend talked to the judge because his friend's really good at convincing people not to get his friend in trouble. And his friend is David. And he talked to the judge and got him a community service job instead. And um, his community service is to work at a library, and that's where the two girls come in. Iliana and Cameron work at the library already, and they have to deal with Landon, who is very lazy and doesn't really do anything. And Iliana's kind of okay with that because when he does do stuff, he messes everything up, and she'd just rather do it her own way because she's a little bit of a perfectionist. And Cameron isn't okay with that because she thinks that if he's there, he should be working instead of just taking up space. And so Cameron kind of has a problem with him, but Ileana's okay with him. Um, I don't really have a huge plot yet. Like, I don't know exactly what's going to go on, but it's kind of like a life type thing so far. Um, just basically like how they get through their daily life. Um, the only thing that I know is going to happen is that they're going to slowly get along and find stuff out about each other that shows that they aren't how they first appear. But I can't tell you any of that because that'll give away stuff. Um, let's see, what else can I tell you? Well, there's characters that I don't have on here that I have. Iliana has a sister. Cameron has two brothers. Landon has a couple little siblings, but I haven't figured out how many or whether they're boys or girls. I think he's gonna have one who's a teenager who's kind of unruly because he's unruly. He thinks it's cool or something. The teenager. Um, Still not quite sure. Um, I do know that I want Landon's hair to be rainbow in some way because I want Cameron to tell him that his hair looks like a rainbow threw up on his head. But I don't know exactly how I want his hair to look, like color-wise. I have it drawn out, but I haven't colored it yet. Um, Other than that, these need to be longer. Oh, sorry, random talking to myself. Let's see. Iliana's sister Natalie is really like girly. Iliana's just kind of shy. Cameron's brothers. Well, Iliana's sister's name is Natalie, And then Cameron's brothers are Elliot and Avery. And um, Elliot is kind of egotistical and likes to be best at everything and all that stuff. And he's had a crush on Iliana since, like, forever. And, Avery is just really, like, probably the smartest out of all of them. He's kind of the guy that they go to for advice sometimes. Like, Iliana probably goes to him for advice. I don't know about Cameron. She usually doesn't talk about stuff. um, I talk about my characters like they're real people. Oh well. Kind of feels like they are. What else? Oh, I don't know how long this is. Oh well, if it's too long, I'll divide it in parts. Um, um, David doesn't have any siblings because he's an only child, and there's not really much about him yet because he doesn't work there, and it's not very much about him. He just pops in every now and then. Um, I may just show this when it's finished because I think it's going to take longer than I had actually planned for it to take. Um, I thought this picture would be quick, but I haven't drawn my characters in a while, so it's kind of difficult because I don't remember exactly what they look like, so I have to go off pictures. Sad, I don't know exactly how my characters look. But, I've only drawn David once. I've only drawn Landon twice. I've drawn Iliana maybe 5 times. I've drawn Cameron probably 4 or 5 times. But I haven't really drawn him that often. It's a bit difficult. Um, I'll probably be cutting a lot of this out, edit the video and whatnot. There's a wind. Um, um, I didn't really go over the personalities, did I? Went over Iliana's, but not the rest, I don't think. Um, Iliana's shy. I think I've already said this. Uh, she's a perfectionist, she's OCD, and she works in the library putting away books and organizing them and all that stuff. Cameron is a tomboy. She's not much of a perfectionist at all. Like, she doesn't care as long as it's... Well, she does kind of have to be a little bit of a perfectionist because she does the computer stuff. She organizes all that and makes sure that the things that are checked out say they're checked out, and the things that aren't say that they aren't, and stuff like that. And she has to go through and, like, categorize everything and all that jazz. And she has to do the... I forget what it's called. I think it's defiling. I had a class called Library Science where I basically learned how to be a librarian. So, I had to do that, and it's basically ripping up books. Like, pretty much. You pick out all the old books, and they're ones that you have to get rid of. And, any of them that are in too bad of condition, you have to rip to pieces. And, I had to do that, and I kind of, I don't know, a lot of people would probably like it because they don't usually like books, but I thought it was kind of sad because I was like, no, not the books. But she has to do the defiling. I think that sounds so bad. Um, she has to rip up the books because Iliana doesn't like to because that's ripping up books.